Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the New World Order, an NWO Fiends pay-per-view for 3 days. Of course, they won this right by defeating DX in the main event of our WrestleMania shows, and that means for the next 3 days, we are in the hands of Mr. Eric Bischoff and the NWO. And here we go, then we're going to start the show off tonight with the Macho Man Randy Savage up against Barron Blade. Both these guys currently sit on -2 in the rankings, so it is a big match. It's a two-pointer, really, isn't it? One of these two guys is going to drop down to -3. The other one's going to move up to... Okay, he's missing all the stuff of his shirt for some reason. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, one of these guys is going to move up to -1. The other one's going to move down to -3. So it really is a two-pointer here. Of course, Eric Bischoff is at ringside, and I'm pretty sure we'll see him at ringside quite a few times in the next few days. 3 matches lined up for you tonight, then of course we've got this one. Then next up we'll have the SWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Of course, we crowned #1 contenders on our last episode of Ratings War a couple of days ago. That was yesterday actually, wasn't it? Yeah. And today we will have that championship match as the Glamazons, Beth Phoenix and Natalya, are going to go up against the Killer Death Squad. The team of Nevaeh and the team of Nevaeh and Jessica Havoc. That's the words I'm looking for. Also, the interesting one is going to be tonight's main event. Now, we did discuss on night number 3 that Pete Dunne will defend his SWE World Championship against a member of the NWO. We all assumed it was going to be Hogan because, of course, Hogan is the leader as such. He's the big name. And he's picked up a couple of victories over the last couple of weeks on Ratings War and in the UK show as well. So we just sort of assumed. However, it turns out there's a little bit of internal struggle. So in our main event this evening, Hogan will go one-on-one against the Giant. The Giant is currently on +8. He believes that he should be the one to get the championship match because he is higher in the rankings than anybody else in NWO. Whereas Hogan believes it should be him because he is the main man and, well, you know what Hogan's like, isn't it? He wants all the glory. So that'll be our main event tonight. Then Hogan versus the Giant. The winner will get Pete Dunne on night number 3. At the moment, Macho Man here raining down the strikes on Barron Blade, who's doing pretty well actually on -2 for Barron Blade, to be honest. Could be a hell of a lot worse for him. There is a pin by Savage. Only a 2 count. Barron Blade able to kick out. Barron Blade now in with a reverse DDT on Savage. This would be a huge win if Barron Blade could pull this off, you know. A huge, huge win. Would really just transcend him. Really kick him up a level. Who knows? But up goes Macho Man into the corner. And looking to rain down that big elbow right into the heart. There's the pin, and that should be enough for the Macho Man, Macho Madness, to pick up the victory over Barron Blade. It is indeed. Macho Man moves up to -1 in the rankings. Barron Blade going to topple down to -3. The Macho Man. I don't know why all the logos have gone missing off his shirt, but... Macho Man, that's the most un-NWO thing I've ever seen. It's a really un-NWO thing, isn't it? But there you go. Hey-o! Let's move on. And here we go then, we are underway. Women's Tag Team Championship match. I forgot to speak tonight in the card, didn't I? But don't matter. Women's Tag Team Championship match, then we have got the Glamazons who defeated the Queen Kongs on Ratings War to get this #1 contendership. And they're going up against the champions who have been the champions since the belts were given out at Evolution. They've defended them twice, I think. Maybe 3 times. But yeah, they've been successful on every single occasion. However, this could be a bit more tricky for them. I remember their last defense was against the Bella Twins at WrestleMania. So it'll be interesting to see whether they can successfully defend here once again. And at the moment, they are dominating. Natalya does turn things around though, and of course it was Natalya's sharpshooter which did get the victory over Aja Kong in the previous match. The moment the Glamazons sit on +2 in the tag team rankings, the Killer Death Squad sit on +3. Beth Phoenix now dropping a boot right in the chest of Nevaeh. Beth now gets taken down by Nevaeh as Jessica Havoc with a big strikes into the face and another strong strike in the face as well. Nevaeh now looking in for the neck breaker. Big chop across the neck. And dropping the body weight across the back of the neck of Beth Phoenix as well. And it is pretty one-sided at this point in time, I must say. Natalya now looking to showcase her strength here, doing squats now with Nevaeh up in the air. Havoc now the strikes though across the back of Beth Phoenix. And once again now the Killer Death Squad looking so strong on the outside. It makes you wonder if anyone's ever going to take the belts off them. They look so good. Nevaeh with that spinning forearm right in the face, taking down Natalya, but Beth does take down Jessica Havoc. Natalya now with this suplex on the outside as well, as Natalya is really dominating Nevaeh now, and it's completely turned on its head. It was so dominant for the Killer Death... Oh, I turn it off. Oh, no, it is still dominant, yeah. I thought my commentator's cursor come back to bite me there again, but it looks like they are still in control. Natalya now sending Jessica... I can't even talk now. I'm really struggling. I don't know if you've noticed, I'm really struggling in this match for some reason. But Beth Phoenix there just slammed the baseball bat across the spine of Jessica Havoc. That could be an interesting one there, but Nevaeh trying to catch... Wow. Trying to catch Natalya inside the ring with something, but Natalya turned it around into a dragon suplex, and now there's the sharpshooter. Jessica Havoc hasn't noticed the submissions locked in as she's fighting against Beth Phoenix on the outside. We've got brand new women's tag team champions. Natalya's sharpshooter has done it once again, and I think someone did mention, didn't they, on the Cyber Sunday last week about how stupidly powerful the sharpshooter seems to be, and I think they might be right. You know, the sharpshooter seems to dominate everything, doesn't it? So there we go, cracking victory and brand new women's tag team champions in the shape of the Glamazons, Natalya and Beth Phoenix. And there was the tap by Nevaeh. Referee called for the bell. And we're done and dusted. So Beth Phoenix gets her second championship of this universe mode. Of course, she was the women's champion for a long time before losing that to Charlotte. And now here she is alongside Natalya, her best friend, as the women's tag team champions. Right, let's move on to our main event. And here is that main event then. Hollywood Hogan goes up against the Giant. The winner of this one will get Pete Dunne on night number 3 for the SWE Championship. The referee rings the bell and Giant just flattens him. He's not going to make this easy, is he, for Hogan? So, of course, I'll go through what happened again. So, because of the match, we said that we were going to give a member of the NWO a chance at the SWE Championship in night 3. Of course, this all stems from when the NWO beat DX at WrestleMania, meaning they were allowed their own pay-per-view. We all assumed it would be Hogan because he is the leader, essentially, of the NWO. But the Giant sort of put his hand up and said, well, hang on a minute. I'm at +8 in the rankings and you're at +1. I should be the one going for the championship, not you. And which has led to this match. And it could be an interesting one. I mean, depending on the result, will there be an effect by the NWO? Will they be happy with the situation if the Giant defeats Hogan? I mean, you can't blame the Giant. He's on +8 in the rankings. You can't blame the Giant at all. He believes he deserves the championship match. And arguably he does, to be honest. I mean, Hogan is he's had a couple of good wins over the last couple of episodes. He had a win at the St. George's Day special, defeating Big Daddy Shirley Crabtree. Had a win on our recent episode of Ratings War in a 6-man tag alongside Nash and Hall, who are also quite low in the rankings as well, really. That spinning punch there by Hogan. But he gets one back from the Giant, who slams Hogan face first into the apron. Once again, bringing Hogan back up to a standing base, looking for the strike in the face. Reverse DDT by Hogan, who slides back into the ring, refereeing out to a 4 count. And Hogan, this 6 count, sorry, should I say. And Hogan trying to win this one by count out, but it's not really going to happen, is it? Hogan sending the Giant off the ropes. Now Giant comes back, and Hogan tried to shoulder block him, I think, and that was never really going to work against a man who's the size of the Giant, is it really? Giant now dropping his body weight across the spine of Hogan. You see Eric Bischoff at ringside once again. Hogan now tripping over the Giant. And what is Bischoff up to? Bischoff sliding a chair into the ring now. Oh my word, the strength of Hogan to take up. This is, and he's got it. Hogan's got it. Hogan just beat the Giant with a bear hug. That was insane. How on earth has that just happened? Number one, how did he pick him up for a start? That was incredible. And you see the Giant now rolling to the outside. I don't think he's happy with himself at all. He had a big opportunity here. And the Giant does look disappointed. He heads backstage, but Hogan will be facing off against Pete Dunne then on night number 3 for the SWE Championship. Well, that's it for tonight's show. I hope you've enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, hit the like, subscribe, leave a good stuff, and I will see you again tomorrow for our next episode of the New World Order shows. We'll have 3 more matches for you, very much NWO based. We'll see some debuts as well, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Hope you are as well. Also, check out the Dusty Classic. It's still going on. We're getting closer to the end of that now. That will be our next set of pay-per-views. After this one will be the finale of the Dusty Classic and crowning our first tag team champions. Anyway, good night. God bless all the other good stuff. Alvida's saying, and tatty buys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.